They say a nation is built by its leaders. But the truth lies somewhere quieter, in the hands that worked, in the hearts that endured. This is the story of the old American soul, the people who built a nation. Long before skyscrapers reached the sky, there were farmers who rose with the sun. Men and women who looked out over endless fields and believed that tomorrow could be better, if only they worked hard enough today. They didn't have much. Just land, tools, and faith. But they carried something stronger, a belief that effort could shape destiny. In the small towns, the air smelled of coffee, rain, and dreams. Mothers packed lunches, fathers fixed engines, children ran barefoot down gravel roads. They didn't see themselves as heroes, but history remembers them that way. Because when the factories began to hum, they were there. When the rails stretched west, they laid the steel. When the wars came, they answered the call. You can still feel them, in the creak of an old barn door, in the hum of a train through a sleeping town, in the soft hush of an early Sunday morning. Those sounds are the heartbeat of America. Steady, humble, and proud. There was Tom, who welded steel for 40 years, building bridges he'd never cross himself. And Ruth, who taught generations of children in a one-room schoolhouse, believing every mind deserved a chance to shine. And Joe, who came home from war with scars he never showed, but hope he never lost. Ordinary names, extraordinary souls. They didn't build monuments to themselves. They became the monument. They lived through storms, some from nature, some from history. The Great Depression, the dust, the wars, the losses. But each time they stood back up, brushed off the dirt, and started again. Because giving up simply wasn't in their blood. They believed in work. They believed in kindness. They believed that doing the right thing mattered, even when no one was watching. And that belief, more than anything, built the backbone of this country. They weren't perfect. They made mistakes, faced hardships, and carried regrets. But they also carried one another, through joy and grief, through hunger and harvest. They understood that community wasn't a place, it was people. Neighbors helping neighbors. Hands holding hands. And now, when you walk through the old streets and see faded signs, you're not just looking at history, you're walking through the lives of those who came before you. The cobblestones, the fences, the barns, all whisper the same truth. We were here. We built. We believed. Today, technology hums louder than memory. We scroll faster than we feel. But somewhere beneath the noise, their spirit still breathes. Quiet, patient, unyielding. It reminds us that progress without purpose is just motion. And that true greatness comes not from what we own, but from what we give. So here's to the builders. The dreamers. The hands that shaped wood and steel and hope. Here's to the old souls who never stopped believing in tomorrow. Their stories may fade, but their legacy won't. Because the nation they built still stands. Strong, flawed, beautiful, like them. The old American soul isn't gone. Lives on. In every honest handshake. In every small act of kindness. In every quiet promise to keep going no matter how hard the road. That's the spirit that built a nation. That's the soul that still holds it together. This is their story. The story of the old American soul. The people who built a nation. Fade to silence.